On a serious note, this doesn't only go to Arsenal fans, but to Manchester United fans, Chelsea fans, and all the fans all over the world, that let us stop insulting pundits that really get us these stories. Fabrizio Romano has put out a tweet today that Arsenal fans are insulting him because he is not telling them that the deal is closed. Why do you want him to lie to you? Why don't you want him to lie to you? Because you want him to tell you what you want to hear, yet that's not the fact about Mudryk. Because if he lies to you, he's losing his credibility. He lies to you, he's putting his credibility on the line. And I've seen other people also in the comment section on this channel coming out and insulting me. But guys, for me, I have a thick skin. I'm here to really go on and really deliver news. There are many people who come out and comment positively, and just 1% come out and really say, Rokani, we are fed up of this deal. You are not getting us good news. Why do you show us those tweets? Create your own news. Why do you want me to create my own news? Yet the entire world is quoting these tier 1 journalists, tier 2 journalists, tier 3 journalists, the Fabrizio Romanos of this world, Jacobs Ben, Steve K, Samuel Lucas, Seth of Sky Sports, DiMaggio Ginaluca, Marketo, all those. You get the Alex Crooks of this world. So guys, let me tell you this. We can address our dissatisfaction without harming others or using a toxic language. You get? We can disagree to agree, and we can disagree on certain moment, on certain attributes or events that are really taking place, and then we come to compromise. But let's not really do this, because in this video you're going to see a tweet that Fabrizio Romano put out when Arsenal fans are really insulting him, which is not good, because he is letting you know what is coming from the source. You get? He will let you know the truth, and if at all here we go or the deal is closed, he will tell you that the deal is closed. And today we are discussing intense Mudryk to Arsenal negotiations are really continuing. Then we are going to talk about Joao Felix and his first say and his first huge statement as soon as he was named as a Chelsea player. And lastly, we're going to talk about Alejandro Balde, that left back, who is being linked to Arsenal. What does Fabrizio Romano have to say about this? And what were the occurrences that really led to this story to come in the news that this player is wanted by Arsenal and very many other clubs all over the world? Welcome to Rokani Media Football. How are you guys, and where are you watching us from? Rokani David is my name. Smash the like button, comment and share, and if you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. For the Carabao Cup, Man City looks like they have to fight for their lives today because they are 2 down against Southampton and it's 70 minutes played. Can you imagine? So that's how things are really going in through, and they are really struggling to get points from this game of football. So smash the like button, comment and share, and if at all you're watching us for the very first time, guys, continue to do the needful and really love this channel. Now today, Fabrizio Romano went ahead to put out a tweet about the deal of Mykhailo Mudryk, because very many people are really frustrated about this deal. And you know what frustration leads you into? Frustration leads you into wanting fake news. And I know there is a clique of people who really want fake news to be broadcasted, but here, this is not what you're going to do. We'll always bring you the news that we are getting from credible people and credible sources, and you know, credibility will always keep us. You get? Will always keep us up there, and that's why we are left with just 100 subscribers to hit 10,000 subscribers, because people believe in what we tell them. Now, Fabrizio Romano has told the CBS Sport that I've seen many rumors in the last 2-3 days saying it's almost done. Mudryk to Arsenal at the moment, it's not done, or it's not almost done. At the moment, it's negotiations between Arsenal and Shakhtar. That's it. So he is concreting this, cementing this to a fact that their negotiation is taking place, but the deal is not almost done. They are nowhere near reaching the level of really agreeing a deal, because 2 bids have been submitted by Arsenal, and Shakhtar has always been letting them down. The first one was 40 million euros plus 20 million euros of add-ons. They rejected it. The second one was 50 million euros plus 20 million euros of add-ons. It was turned down by Shakhtar. And at the time, Chelsea came in through to try to explore this deal, and obviously they made it so they even met the owner or chairman, Tony Boyle of Chelsea, but everything never went in as required. So as things stand, it's really starting to harden up at this juncture. You may not want to hear it, or you may want to hear it, but this is what your ears should take in. Take it from Fabrizio Romano. Arsenal and Shakhtar are still negotiating about the Mudryk deal, but it's not yet advanced. It's not almost done. Just keep your tabs onto the Rokani Media Football and the Twitter account of Fabrizio Romano as far as this deal is concerned of a player called Mudryk to Arsenal. And today, I showed you how he really returned to training, and you've welcomed the video massively and you've watched it. So thank you, and thank you for keeping it Rokani Media Football. So that's Fabrizio Romano, and this is the most touching tweet that I've gotten from Fabrizio Romano, that people have gone ahead to really attack him. And he said, on Mudryk met, this is Fabrizio Romano, I'm sorry, a lot of people are insulting me just because I don't say one step away, all done. I can say what I know. Talks ongoing. Arsenal 100% confident, but not in final stages. They said closing for 3 days. When will be done? I'll do my best to tell you. This is Fabrizio Romano about a deal concerning Mudryk. It is really confidence on Arsenal's side. Confidence is building high that they'll get this deal done. But negotiations are really intensifying. Arsenal are trying to make sure they get this lad known as Mudryk. And when you look at Arsenal, their plan has been sabotaged because they knew that in the first week of January, they would have gotten the deal of Mudryk done. Then they would have gone in maybe for Joao Felix and maybe a midfielder. But they've lost out Joao Felix. They are going to lose out on Danilo. Tielemans might also leave Leicester to Liverpool this winter transfer window, and that will be a huge loss, losing close to 3 players that you could have signed because you first want to know how you're going to get that deal of Mudryk done. That's it, because Arsenal have a specific budget. They are willing to spend a January transfer window, but it depends on the deal of Mudryk, and that's what United really had to do in the summer. That really costed it a lot. I remember very well, Erik ten Hag told the board that please, among us all players, first get me Frankie de Jong. And United spent most of its time discussing the Frankie de Jong for close to 3 months without bringing any signing. And when a deal reached a level that Barcelona and United had agreed everything, and the player was the one to decide. The player decided yes, but he wanted Barcelona to pay him his amount of money. Then Ten Hag said, we are running out of time. Get me other players. That's when Malacia arrived, Eriksson arrived, Lisandro Martinez arrived. You get Anthony came in and Casemiro. So that's how it really was. And I believe Arsenal are really caught in that situation that United were into, because a certain player they wanted as a marquee signing meant a lot on the budget they were to splash out in the summer. And now Mudryk is meaning a lot to the amount of money that Arsenal is to splash in the summer. So as things stand, looks like the Mudryk deal is really going on well, but we don't know when it's really going to come to happening. Then Jacobs Ben on Arsenal /Shakhtar /Mudryk, he has said from the meetings and talks that have taken place on Monday and Tuesday between the two clubs, there was still no deal done. Verbal or no formal, but everything continues to move in the right direction. Now, you see, this is what I tell you, that credible journalists get news from credible sources. When you look at what Fabrizio told us at first, it corresponds with what Jacobs Ben is telling us right now, that talks have been taking place, but there is nothing like a deal is done, or a verbal or formal agreement between these two clubs. What has just happened is simple. the deal is moving in the direct direction, meaning that positivity is increasing. And Fabrizio told us that Arsenal are 100% sure or confident that this deal is going to get done. So it shows you how this is really panning out and how these first-tier journalists are really being given the right information as far as the deals are concerned right about now. Then Jacobs Ben had to continue and told us the following, that talks are ongoing and it could be concluded quickly, but certainly the notion as of Monday or Tuesday morning that a deal was already done is incorrect, as of my understanding, corresponding and confirming what Fabrizio Romano told us. Lies are really being put outside there. And guys, please follow up on accounts on Twitter that are really getting information from credible journalists, because anytime from now I can come out and recreate my own story. And I know a channel outside there that is being loved by people because of really spreading false news. Someone will say Mudryk has arrived at Emirates, he's undergoing his medical, yet that is a lie. And because people are lacking exposure to information, they go ahead to believe it. And someone will come and tell you in the comment section that, but they told us, there is a channel that told us that deal is done and dusted. You get? Now, if I'm quoting Fabrizio Romano, as far as this deal is concerned, he is the #1 tier journalist. Him, David Austin, Jacobs Ben, Di Marzio, those are really some of the top credible journalists in this transfer business. If they tell you something, obviously that's it. And most times it comes to happening. When they say it's a here we go, it's always a here we go. So thank you guys for watching in. Jacobs Ben, that is what he had to later tell us about the story of Mudryk as far as things are really concerned at a club known as Arsenal. So that's the latest coming in from Arsenal, Mudryk, and a team known as Shakhtar. Confidence at Arsenal is building, but no formal or verbal agreement reached at yet, because Shakhtar are really adamant on the amount of money they want for Mudryk. Now, recently, there is a story that was put out by Football Espana about Balde, the 17, 18-year left back of Barcelona. They told us that financial difficulties at the club, that is Barcelona, combined with salary caps imposed by La Liga, have hampered their attempts to register new players. Balde would still not be registered as a first-team player even after signing a new deal with the club. So that confirms to us that Barcelona is continuing to face financial constrictions amidst them having pulled out close to 3 or 4 levers last summer. That means the problems are not going to be solved until they really offload players that are really earning loads and loads of money from their club. So this is the genesis of the story that came in through that really went ahead to link Arsenal to this player. And Espana, again, Football Espana, confirmed to us that Arsenal and Newcastle have inquired about the possibility of landing one of Barcelona's talented left-backs, Alejandro Balde. Football Espana via the mail. And when I heard this story, I said, I'm not going to do it. You know why? I saw it as a complete lie, because Balde is a young lad that Barcelona need. Xavi loves the player. He really looks at him a lot. And these young players at Barcelona coming from the La Masia won't go ahead and really call in for lots of money. That's it. So that was a lie, and I didn't do this story. And thankfully, Fabrizio Romano has come out today and really rubbished this story again. In his own words, this is what Fabrizio Romano told us, that Arsenal are not in talks over signing Alejandro Balde, who is close to signing a new contract with Barcelona with a 500 million euro release clause. Now, to me, I know exactly what it means to let a player like Balde go, because he's young, talented. It's not going to affect the financial pockets of Barcelona. It's not going to stretch them. Barcelona, to convince this player to stay, won't need to really stretch their purse strings a lot. You get? To really get this player on the stay at Barcelona. So I believe they would rather sell players like Ferran Torres, maybe even get Rafinha off and stay with Balde, Gavi, Pedri, and Ansu Fati as the players that come in for the La Masia and are not really expensive to maintain. You get? So I believe that was really a naked line. Look at Arsenal. I don't think that they need a left back. One of the most occupied positions of Arsenal are the left back positions, according to me, because they're having 3 central defenders. Zinchenko, 1. Kieran Tierney, 2. There is Nuno Tavares, who is really having a very unbelievable season at Marseille, scoring in goals like for fun. That is the 3rd one. The 4th one is Takahiro Tomiyasu, who has on several occasions shown us that he can go ahead and really be played on the left back, yet he's really left-footed. So he can play the entire 4 positions in the back 4 of Arsenal. That is Takahiro Tomiyasu. And I believe it really brings in loads and loads and loads and loads and loads of confirmation that this was a fake story. And thanks to Fabrizio Romano coming out and really rubbishing it, because it was really fake according to me. And when you look at Arsenal, in positions they want to really strengthen, they don't have a left back. Left back position is 100% full. They need a left-footed central defender. They need a CDM. They need another box-to-box midfielder who can come out and really play like Granit Xhaka, because Xhaka sometimes needs to be rested. After there, they'll go ahead and really need a player who plays as a right attacking midfielder with the left foot and a centre forward. Those are the 5 positions I'm 100% sure of a team called Arsenal are interested in. That's why they wanted Joao Felix to come in. They are looking at Tielemans, they are looking at Danilo, they are looking at Mukalo Mudryk and Indika. So those are the positions that Arsenal are interested in fulfilling this winter transfer window and in the summer transfer window. So Balde to Arsenal, disregard all the information leaking the lad to Arsenal, because Barcelona are going to give him a new contract. And this player know it very well that at that age, you need a team to be playing game in, game out. And Xavi has trusted you and shown you love that he needs you. Then why do you turn against him? You get? Don't turn against Xavi. Just show to it that you're really one of those people that really love to play under the manager and is going to accept a new contract. After that, Joao Felix is a player of Chelsea on loan until the summer. He has spoken out on his move to Chelsea. He has said, being here at Chelsea feels amazing. I'm very happy and I will bring my happiness of the game on the pitch. Playing with happiness is what I'm about, so I like to get on the ball and I want to make all the fans enjoy my football while helping the team. So that is Joao Felix for you, feels happy. Obviously, he's liberated, 100% liberated, because where he was, he didn't enjoy the football, and right now he comes in at a team known as Chelsea, being managed by Graham Potter, one of the best managers in the league, and his style of play is really known. It's a tiki-taka. He wants flowing football. He wants players that are really talented to express themselves on the ball every time they want. So you might find out that at the end of the season, it will be something that Joao Felix will always feel happy about and go out in public and brag about it, because his talent has been stunted or stagnant for the last 3 years. But this man is going to polish all that dust onto the talent of Joao Felix, and Joao Felix is going to get back to a player that he was supposed to be. And to his interest, Chelsea are interested to pay £70 million in the summer to really retain him permanently. And for him to go ahead and really strengthen that desire for Chelsea to sign him in the summer, he just has to do one thing: get onto the game of football, score in those goals, help Chelsea in the Champions League, help them in the Premier League, and obviously you are really going to find yourself desired and wanted, because Chelsea is a spending club. Astronomical fees, all wages for Chelsea to pay for Joao Felix. That is nothing. They paid 115 million euros to Inter Milan to sign Romelu Lukaku, and he flopped. They sent him back to Inter Milan on loan. It shows you they can go ahead and really spend that money on Joao Felix, provided Joao Felix comes in through and really does or impresses the manager, Avram. Is it Avram? What is Graham Potter? So thank you very much for watching through. Tell me what you think about intense Mudryk to Arsenal negotiations ongoing. Then Balde to Arsenal update given to you by Fabrizio Romano, rubbishing everything. And obviously, Joao Felix finally liberated and enjoying his stay at Chelsea. Your thoughts on those 3 stories are welcome in the comment section below. Rokani David remains my name. Rokani Media Football is the YouTube channel, but looks like Man City is losing out 5 minutes to the 90th minute, and they are really struggling behind by 2-0. Thank you for watching in through. May the Lord bless you abundantly. I think we're left with 1 or 2 stories to go. I'm out.